The night I had $1,000 saved for the first time, I didn't celebrate. I didn't text anyone. I didn't even smile. I just sat there, phone face down, completely quiet. And in that silence, I felt something I had never felt before in my adult life. Not excitement, not relief, something deeper. And I need to tell you what that feeling was, because understanding it is the only thing that ever actually got me to save money. Here's what I know now that I didn't know then. $1,000 is not just a number, it is a line, and crossing that line permanently changes the way your brain works. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, the science behind it, the math behind it, and the 3 exact steps that got me there in under 5 months. But first, I want you to drop a number in the comments right now. What is your current savings balance? 0, negative, a few hundred? Whatever it is, just type it. No judgment. We're going to talk about it. Let me describe your morning. You wake up. Before you check the news, before you even get out of bed, your brain runs one question. What happens if something goes wrong today? And you don't have an answer because you have nothing saved. And something always goes wrong. Maybe it's a medical bill, $400, out of nowhere. Maybe your car makes that noise again, $600, gone. Maybe rent goes up $200 next month, and you have absolutely zero room to absorb it. Or maybe it's just the slow drain, groceries up, gas up, electric bill high, and you're doing math in your head at the checkout line, putting things back that you actually need. That is not a money problem. That is a zero problem. Because here's what zero actually does to you. It doesn't just drain your bank account, it drains your brain. Zero makes you stay in the job you hate because you can't afford to leave. Zero makes you never ask for the raise you deserve because what if they say no and fire you? Zero makes you say yes when every part of you wants to say no. This is not about discipline. This is not about willpower. This is about what zero does to your brain. If that hits home, and I think it does for a lot of you, hit the like button because this next part is where it gets real. I know this because I lived it. I was 24, making decent money, thought I was fine. Then one month, my hours got cut. Not fired, not laid off, just cut. $300 less that month. $300. That is all it took to completely unravel everything. Rent was due. Phone bill was due. I had $47 in my account. I remember sitting in my car in a parking lot, just staring at my bank app, trying to figure out which bill I could delay, who would send a second notice before they shut it off. And I thought, I am a smart person. I work hard. How is this my life right now? The answer was simple. I had no buffer, no protection, no ground beneath my feet. So I made one decision. I am getting to $1,000, no matter what. Cut everything, pick up extra work, whatever it takes. 4 months later, I hit it. And that night, I locked my phone, put it face down, and just sat there. And I finally understood that feeling. It wasn't excitement, it was safety. For the first time in my adult life, I had a little bit of ground beneath my feet. Now let me show you why that feeling exists, because it's not just emotional, there is actual science behind it. Princeton University ran a study. They wanted to understand what financial stress actually does to your brain. What they found stopped me cold. Financial stress lowers your cognitive function by the equivalent of losing 13 IQ points. 13 points. Not 1, not 2. 13. That is not a rounding error. That is the difference between making a clear decision and making a fear-based one. When you have zero, your brain is running in survival mode, constantly. Every dollar decision feels heavy. Every bill feels like a threat. Every unexpected expense feels like a crisis, because your brain literally cannot think straight. But the moment you hit $1,000, something in your brain physically settles down. You stop reacting and start thinking. You stop surviving and start choosing. The same job that felt like a trap before now feels like a choice because you could leave if you needed to. The same boss who stressed you out has a little less power over you because you have a buffer now. $1,000 does not make you rich, but it makes you rational, and rational people build wealth. Scared people just survive. Drop this in the comments. Has fear ever made you stay in a job or a situation longer than you should have? I guarantee half of you are typing yes right now. Now let me show you the math, because most people have this completely backwards. Most people think saving is linear. Put in $100, get $100 ahead. It is not linear, not even close. Let's say you save $200 a month, which I'll show you exactly how in a second, is totally achievable. Month 1, $200. Month 2, $400. Month 3, $600. Month 4, $800. Month 5, $1,000. Now here's where people make the mistake. They think month 6 is just $1,200. Wrong. If your $1,000 is sitting in a high-yield savings account, which right now is paying 4 to 5%, your money is making money while you sleep, while you work, while you're watching this video. But that's still not the real math. Here is the real math. The average person with zero saved gets hit with an emergency 2 to 3 times every single year. Car, medical, rent increase, job cut. Each one sends them back to zero or below zero credit card debt. That means every year they spend 2 to 3 months of savings just to stay in the same place. The person with $1,000, they absorb the hit and keep moving forward. Now here is the number that is actually going to shock you. If you start saving just $200 a month right now, in 3 years, you will have over $8,000 saved with interest. In 5 years, over $14,000. That is not retirement money yet, but that is enough to change every single decision you make, enough to leave a job you hate, enough to handle any emergency without panic, enough to finally feel like you are playing the game on your terms. And it all starts with that first $1,000. Okay, 3 steps, exact ones, no fluff. These are the exact 3 things I did, in order, starting with the one that takes 10 minutes. Step 1, find the leaks. Before you save a single dollar, spend 10 minutes going through your subscriptions, streaming services, app subscriptions, gym memberships you haven't used since February. The average American is paying for subscriptions they completely forgot they signed up for. Find yours. Cut them today. That one move alone can free up $100 to $200 every single month. That is your first $1,000 in 5 to 10 months without changing anything else. Step 2, automate the save. Here's the trap most people fall into. They wait to see what's left at the end of the month. There is never anything left because your brain spends what it can see. The fix is simple. Set up an automatic transfer the same day as your paycheck, $50, $100, whatever you can, before you see it, before you touch it, before you even think about it. You cannot spend what you never see. This one move, more than anything else, is what separates the people who actually build savings from the people who always mean to. Step 3, put it somewhere smart. Not a regular savings account paying you 0.01%, a high-yield savings account, currently paying 4 to 5%. Safe, liquid, FDIC insured. Open one today. Marcus by Goldman Sachs, Ally Bank, SoFi, any of them, 5 minutes. Move your savings there and watch it actually work for you instead of sitting dead in a regular account. Find the leaks, automate the save, put it somewhere smart. And the morning you hit that number, open your app and just sit with it for a minute. Because that feeling, that quiet, that safety, that ground beneath your feet, that is where everything begins. Okay, go back to that number you dropped in the comments. I want you to look at it, because that number is not permanent. It is just a starting point. And the version of you with $1,000 saved is not some distant future version. They are 5 months away, maybe less. If this video changed the way you think about money, subscribe. Because every single week, I break down exactly how money works in a way that actually makes sense. No jargon, no fluff, no get rich quick. Just the stuff that actually works. And if you want to go deeper on this right now, the video on screen is where I'd go next. It will show you exactly where every dollar goes after $1,000 and how fast it actually grows. Start today. Even $50. I'll see you in the next one.